Hi, Sarah Mack here from withsarahmack.com, and super excited to talk to you about this today, which is, uniquely for creative people who desire to be consistently making more money, like 5, 10K, multiple 5K months, and who desire to be doing it in a way that feels authentic, that feels fun, and is ultimately sustainable in a life that you actually love, not hustle, burn, push, sacrifice in order to be making that money. So, this is something that I discovered for myself in business, really because I had no other choice, because I had to leave the film industry due to my health. And I didn't have much money. I didn't have many resources, team. I didn't have many skills in business, and I didn't have consistency in my energy levels, but I needed consistency in my money because I didn't have anything to fall back on. So really the way that I built my business was in a way that was focused on the bare minimum. And not only that, but in the way that worked for me in, different phases that I was in recovering from my burnout and emotional health crisis, and making a lot of transitions as I was moving through several different countries. And as I was really, getting in touch with the life that I desired to be living and starting to prioritize some of those things like music and writing, taking care of my health, health practices, yoga, sleeping, all of the things that I needed to feel better, to feel good, to thrive, to recover my health, and to really make me happy in the life that I was living, which I wasn't experiencing before. And I work with a lot of artists, entrepreneurs, I work with a lot of creative people. And if you are here and you're listening to this and you identify as that and you're like me, you will recognize that you're the type of person that if someone tells you you have to do something a certain way, you are not going to do it, right? As soon as someone tells you like, this is the way, you must do it. You must push and force yourself to do it this way in order to succeed. That inner rebel is just gonna dig your heels in, and then it will not get done. There will be a giant wall of resistance. It won't get done, or maybe it will get done to a certain extent, but at a huge cost to your health and happiness and well-being, and it will not remain consistent because you don't enjoy it and because you don't want to do it because someone told you to do it that way. So I had to identify processes of working in my relationship to my business, in my relationship to money and the way that I was earning money, that really allowed me to be the way that I am and to express that, inspiration driven, creativity driven part of who I am, because any other way simply wasn't going to work for me. And so intuitively, because I had to find a solution, I didn't have a choice. This was the way that, I was choosing to make my money. I didn't know any other way. I didn't have that many other options because of my physical limitations. So, I was intuitively drawn to the ways of working, the tools, the processes that allowed that to unfold for me, because it not working was not an option for me. This is the beautiful thing about when you have your back in a corner. When it not working is not an option for you, you will find a way to make it work, combined with that stubborn creative spirit of not wanting to do it any other way than the way that feels good to you, is a recipe for happiness in life and business and money. So this is what I wanted to talk about today, because obviously there's so many different ways that you can do business. There's so many different people that you can learn from. There's so many different ways to make money in super creative, super fulfilling, super fun ways. And it's really important to acknowledge that we're all different and we all come from different backgrounds. We all come from different skill sets. We all come from different levels of resources. And, I came to North America from England, knew zero. I think I had one relative and I had one connection in the film industry that, got my film industry career going before I left that. Other than that, I knew nobody. I built my career and my network from scratch. And, a lot of that I did in my business was online. And so, this is just proof that you do not need to come with a massive network. You do not need to come with a bunch of skill sets. I had no skill sets in business. I, ended up falling into copywriting, and then that became a skill set that allowed me to launch 2 of my own businesses and to get to 6 figures. And the point I want to make is there is a path of least resistance for everybody. Whatever level you're at, the current level of resources that you have in business, skills, knowledge, team, resources, whatever it is that you're coming from, like, it's enough for you to start hitting your goals, right? I didn't have a giant audience when I started hitting 5-figure months and 7-figure years. And so one thing that's become very clear to me in my own work and, repeatedly making great money in my dream business over the past several years and in working with so many different types of creative entrepreneurs, that really focusing on processes that you can intuitively adapt and tailor to yourself, that is how you succeed in business. That is how you get to your goals. It isn't about becoming perfect at, a particular skill set. It isn't about like push, like getting good at all of the things. Yes, there are a lot of different skills that I have learned in my business journey. But from the beginning, it was really focusing on the key things that made me money consistently and repeatedly over time, and allowing me to do that in a way that was leaning on my strengths and my skill sets that came more innately to me and that were easier for me to do that. So in following an intuitive process is really important, like more important for the more creative souls than following like a step-by-step this is how you do it way of doing it. Because no matter how you market, no matter what type of offers you create, no matter how you sell, there are a million different ways of doing that within each of those buckets, right? That's really why we come into business in the first place, is because we have that unlimited freedom to create in the way that feels good for us and to have the capacity to express ourselves in an unlimited way and to make an unlimited amount of income in doing that. So those choices can be overwhelming. So it's really important to tune in to, to like the joy, like the desire, and really trust that and really follow that and really lean into that. So what I want to share with you today in your approach to making more money, to making consistent money and doing it in a way that's in alignment for you, is to really think about the processes. Like, what processes and structures do you have in place that you're taking action on a daily basis, that you have got to the point that is producing a consistent result for you? Because it's in being in that process and being dedicated to fine-tuning that process for yourself that you really tap into your power to create whatever it is you want in business and money. So this is really, this is the focus of all of my work with clients, is getting you to a space where you intuitively tap into what feels good for you. Because I could tell you, go and post on Instagram 3 times a week and go live twice a week and you will get to your 10K month income goal. But if you're like, I hate Instagram, I hate going live, and I don't want to post 3 times a week, then you're not going to do it and you're not going to get there, nor will you want to get there in that way, right? So the strategy is so freaking simple once we tune into the initial desire and we tune into really the clarity and the alignment with what it is that we desire to be creating, who it is we desire to be creating it for, what is it that we're on this earth to share and to say and to, impact people with, and what are the most fun ways for us to do that right now? And that's something that can evolve. And, it has evolved for me so many different times over the past years. So this process is going to highlight to you your, the gap in the action that you're taking, the decisions that you're making, and the skills that you are leveraging to get you from where you are now to that next level goal, wherever it is you want to be. If that's your first 6-figure year, 10K months, maybe it's earning the same money that you're earning now, but transitioning to like a different type of, a different way of working with clients that would either create so much more time freedom for you or would be more focused on topics that you're really genuinely so much more passionate about working with and teaching people on. There's always that next level of freedom. There's always that next level of fun, but really leaning into those processes where you are fine-tuning that skill to listen to your intuition, to listen to your desire, and to translate that into actions that lead to sales, that lead to money, and that lead to you, most importantly, taking action consistently. And, I'm all about building our business on consistent processes that have the potential to take 15 minutes a day, often, right? Like 15 minutes to an hour a day. If you spend that amount of time on the actions that are going to create sales for you and the actions that are going to, continue to create and nourish your money. And that's going to be money mindset. That's going to be taking care of your money once you've received it. That's going to be taking the actions to ensure that you can continue to make money in the future, which is going to be around making sure more people know about your work, you're reaching more people, you're growing your visibility, making sure that you're talking to the right people, you're positioning yourself in the right way, and you are confident in your message because it's really aligned with who you are and what you truly desire to be doing. So creating processes around these key pieces, and these really are like the bare bones of what got me to my first 6-figure year, is focusing on my content, my messaging, and my marketing, doing that consistently in a way that was accessible to me and that was fun for me so that I could be consistent in it, and then doing the money mindset work. Because once you do the money mindset work, that leads to, taking the sales actions, asking for the sale, building your community, audience growth, all of those things that really are the key to longevity and consistency in income and growth in your business. So that's why I'm so excited for this relaunch of Freedom Club that I'm working on and, opening doors to at the moment, because I'm really like setting out the content in a way that allows you to build that consistent practice that will make you more money, that will bring your focus to your money, that will bring you the skills, and develop those skills so it becomes easier for you, so it becomes more effortless for you to not only be selling and marketing and making sales and growing your income and hitting those 5-figure months, but also tweaking it and doing it more and more in ways that are super fun, super aligned for you, and also the most accessible and easy for you. Because when that comes from you, then that's the easiest way to do it, right? It's so much easier than trying to push and force yourself to do it in a way that doesn't resonate with you, or, noticing where like we hold ourselves back because we think we have to do it in a certain way, when truly we don't. We do not have to do anything in any particular way in business. We get to choose. And, I've really seen the fastest path to that clarity for our own like intuitive, like, fuck yes, this is right for me, this is what I desire, this is what I'm being called to do, and this is the way that I want to do it. That comes through talking it out and really having that space with a mentor who knows the questions to ask you, who knows how to spot those desires when they come up for you, and when you've been backtracking on them because you think they're hard, because you think you have to sacrifice, or you have to do it in a way that you don't want to do it. Because there's always a way to navigate around that. And usually it's just a mental block that we have and we're carrying around in our mindset that's stopping us from just taking those really simple and really straightforward actions. And, I see this time and time again with clients. They'll be so ready to be making so much money, whether that's through just raising their prices, launching, a higher ticket coaching program, or launching a group program that's super scalable, that allows them to make way more money and reach way more people with less time on their calendar. Just really setting it out in that simple way of like, how do I want to do it? Like, how do I want to launch this? What is my strategy to get this out there to people? Exactly who am I talking to? How do I, what is the message that I feel really confident and aligned with, to the point that it just becomes me being me when I'm talking about and selling my work, lining up opportunities to be visible in ways that feel really safe and feel really fun and are in alignment with things that we want to do, and not forcing ourselves to do things that we don't want to do or that don't feel like they're aligned for us. Boom. Loads of clients showing up, easier than ever. You get to charge whatever you want when you have that really confident messaging and that strong, clear positioning. And that's how business gets to be fun. That's how business allows you to open up so much more freedom, just in your emotional freedom, in your happiness, in the way that you're working and that you're creating your money, time freedom, less stress, less overworking, more simplicity, more time outside of your work to do the things that light you up. If they're creative projects, time with family, sleeping, whatever it is that you want to do outside of your business, having these very targeted and intentional processes These are the structures that really allow you to follow your inspiration, allow you to harness your creativity, not put yourself in a box, and still be really clear to the people that you're able to help with your work so that they are attracted to you. So this is going to be the next round of Freedom Club. Doors are open, and you're going to get these clear trainings that tap you into your intuition, tap you into your desire, and then get that clarity on that feel-good action plan that allows you to get that clarity in exactly who you're talking to, exactly what you're selling, making sure it's feeling good, making sure your price points are aligned, and getting it out there, launching it, and having so much fun in your dream freedom business. So send me a message if this is speaking to you and you're interested in joining. There's a 6-month or a 12-month option. We get 2 calls a month where I get to help you with the strategy, any mindset breakthroughs, anything and whatever is coming up for you. And then you get access to me every day, Monday to Friday. I'll be there to support you through that process, getting that clarity so that you can be launching, whether it's high ticket coaching offers, whether it's digital courses or live group coaching programs, and really getting clear on all the steps, what you're doing to onboard your clients so it feels clear, you're on board with it, it feels simple, straightforward, super, super fun, so you can start welcoming those clients in the door and making shit ton loads more money than you have been making in really fun ways that are a good fit for you. So send me a message if this is speaking to you. I'm just going to check the comments here. Here we go. Usually doing the work gets the results. No, getting it done just the way it is. Yeah, exactly. So it's like really committing to taking those actions, but committing to taking intelligently chosen strategic actions and learning to build that self-trust muscle. But yeah, it's really that simple. You take the action, you get the results. Swimming upstream. Yeah, we don't want to be doing that. It can be this easy. It can be that easy. Amazing. Thank you so much for watching. Please tag anyone else who you know this conversation would benefit. Drop your questions and your insights in your comments below, and have an amazing rest of your day. Bye.